Hi all of you. I'm standing here in front of Vorsi where I had my first talk not so long ago. But I just got reminded about, it's actually 2 months ago since I came here to Korsør. And as I'm now trying to make my daily update, I thought this was the right place to start. And yesterday we were at the harbor and the beautiful sunset and so on. But today I just wanted to remind myself, I would say, about the 2 months that I have stayed here and what they have taught me. And and then today also is actually my oldest granddaughter's birthday. So there's a lot to celebrate somehow. But what has these 2 months actually taught me to live in Korsør? Well, first of all, it's a completely different place, and I have never lived here before or not even visited very much because it has been around, like say, 80 kilometers from where I normally lived in Denmark. So it's not something you visit unless you are on the way to Jutland, which is the island further away and which is actually having a border to Germany. So basically it's in the middle of Denmark, and that was why I chose it, because I needed to be able to get to all my sons that live in Denmark, and some live outside Denmark, but also to be able to show that I'm present in Denmark after so many years where I have been living in and out of Indonesia, where my wife is living and my daughter is also in university. So basically today is about recalling the 2 months time here. And one of the things that I would say is the weather. The weather today was very strange with hail and rain. But now the sun is just shining and very beautiful here. And last night we had this beautiful, beautiful sunset. And I think that this day has started a little wild, let's put it like that. But now it's like the basic again. The beautiful clouds, the beautiful sky, as blue as ever. And I think that's basically maybe the best picture I can give of what it is and what it means to live here. I feel lifted in a way. I feel that what I have experienced here is a lot of friendly people all the time. And everyone says, hey, and that means that you grow a little and they grow a little when you respond. And basically everything is close. I mean, here the church is close. I will try to see if I can turn around. No, I cannot. So the church is close. The walking distance to the sea is like 5 minutes. I can hear the sea when it's really storming and so on. And for me, that is probably the most important. In the beginning, of course, I needed, there we have the church. Probably in the beginning, I had to find out what is this city about. And I can just see that it's an old, we call it Købstad in Denmark, 600 years old, and has been living, you would say, from the line, from the ferry, for many, many years until a bridge was built. Sorry about the noise, that's just how it is when we are walking on the streets here. But in general, it's like a friendly town with friendly people and not so much fuss, I would say, about shopping and all that stuff. Of course there's shops, but not so many. Of course, there's places to buy grocery, and but not so many. And that's kind of there's a lot of things, but there's not so many. That's maybe the best way to put it. And that fits perfect for me, because I don't request the fancy stuff anymore. I mean, I have reached the age where the simplicity is probably the most important, and that's why I try to live by. So simplicity for me is wake up in the morning, be happy no matter what kind of weather it is. Then go out and enjoy the weather. Of course, read the news if you think that's important. And basically then just experience every little step you take. It's almost like when I was doing the Vipassana in the Buddhist temple in Bali, where we had to walk meditation, sit meditation, and lie down meditation. But we had to be silent. And I feel sometimes that I'm actually in that same mode when I'm here, because it's not like the busyness is not real busy. It's not busy like in Copenhagen. Business not busy like in Paris or London or any of those towns. It's very, very calm down. And that calm down is, I don't know. It's filling your your body in a way that is very, very beautiful. So I think that was about what I wanted to share. So to give you also an idea to start to slow down. Be yourself, listen to yourself, feel yourself even while you're walking, and don't walk too fast. Just walk to where you need to walk, drive to where you need to drive, but don't do it in a rush. Try to control yourself, control your timing in a way where you don't need to rush. Well, most of you that know me from before, I was a busy businessman, and of course some of that has completely changed. So this, by just accepting that times has slowed down. And that's the most important for me, I think. Time has slowed down. I can still see a lot of people here busy, a lot of people rushing, but it's in a different way. It's very much in harmony somehow. So peace, inner peace, harmony, and balance is actually the words, and resilience, of course, is the words that I want to give you today. From the new one way is moving forward. I hope that we will have the books out in the next 6 months. But basically, it's God that is in charge. I have realized that it's also part of my journey now is that I can do a lot of things, but most things is because God is in charge. And I'm happy about that, because that takes a little responsibility from myself. And to let that go over when you're a Capricorn, to let that go over to have something or someone else control your life is of course a big thing. But I love it. And I love living here, and I love staying here, and I love being present here. That's the most important thing. So for this day, which is the 17th of November, a happy day.